Hotarg, our friends. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it's time for another orc mode workout. And today was max effort lower day. Quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below. Help me keep those likes higher than the dislikes. Let's get over to the training. Good session today. I went with exercises that I can't do a lot of weight on, obviously. Someone actually came in and said, hey, you're doing these. I thought you hit more with that bar on the box. No, this is a 10-pound PR today over what I did with the box on it recently. So I actually haven't. And keeping in mind, my Buffalo bar has over a 100-pound PR over this bar on the box. Okay. My safety bar, not my safety bar, my other bar, my cambered bar, getting tongue-tied here, guys. My cambered bar is something like 90 pounds. That's how much stronger I am on the other bar. So the other day I came in and hit with the cambered bar on a back squat earlier this week. I did 535 with it. And it wasn't a full all-out max. It was a good training max like today. I left a little bit in the tank. And today we got 451 here. So, I mean, we're still in that range of like 80 pounds difference. But I think people need to remember this is not, and I already had one guy come in, he's just like, oh, intermediate numbers, and I just banned him. Because I don't know how many guys out there can front squat 450. Guys are saying, but it's not a front squat, it's a safety bar. It's the same thing. What are you talking about? I've always been able to front squat as much as I can safety bar squat. So I could probably walk in and front squat close to 450 right now, based on that safety bar. That's what my difference is. So it's like if I can get to a 500 on this, I've got a 600 back squat. Right? Pulls you forward. Look at the where the bar pitches and the center of gravity is. It's more or less in the same spot as a front squat. It's harder. And it works at upper back, and we know my upper back is one of my weak links for squatting. So I need to come in and work this bar. And I'm going to work it for both squatting and I'm going to work it on good mornings. We're not going to take the other bars out. We're just going to rotate them throughout the week. Because we have 2 squat days and 2 good morning days every week. So we can do the other bars that I can do more weight on, right? We move some heavier weight, and then we can come in and use this, which is more difficult, and shore up that weak link. But that's my training max, and so we build off of that. We had that to work percentages on. People are asking me, hey, when do you increase weight on your supplemental lifts? They're based on percentages. All of my supplemental work is based on percentages. Okay? I add weight when I can max more. This removes the guesswork. Okay? And it's something I've been saying lately. This is one of the things I've noticed, my experience as a coach, coaching lifters. I have 23 clients on the roster right now, 23. I've noticed that if I leave stuff to how people feel, my guys will half-ass it. Like I've had guys who, when I took their RPE away, they put 60 and 70, 80 pounds on some of their supplemental lifts for rep work. When I make them start putting more weight on the bar because they've been half-assing it, telling me, oh, that feels heavy, coach. 185-pound good morning. Same guy is doing 255 for sets of 10 now. Wondered why his squat and deadlift stalled for 12 weeks. Come on. So you've got to remove that nonsense. It's all percentage based now. Other than some of my lifts that I haven't maxed on. But I'm going to push those really hard. Since I don't have maxes yet on some of those, I'll push them hard. It's going to be stuff like my dips, my chin-ups, my rows. Right? I can eventually max on them. We can max on all those lifts. So what does that mean for this? Well, it means with these, it's like whatever it is. I've got it written down below. I don't want to close this window out that I'm speaking in to check, but it's like, 390 something. 3 sets of 3. We're at a high enough percentage that I'm hitting an effective rep on every single rep. That gives us 9 effective reps. Now, people would argue, is that enough to grow on? Arguably, yes. 9 effective reps with a heavy weight? Arguably, but we don't do just one exercise. And I think people forget that. All of your max attempts, your ramp up to your maxes are effective reps. Okay? I had 3 effective reps on that ramp up. So I did the same thing, if you guys noticed, with the good morning, because last time those were failures. I basically hit those safeties and squatted it up because of my ego getting in the way, because I can do over 500 pounds on 2 other barbells. So, in my mind, I should be doing well up into the 400 on the safety bar. Well, I can't. Not with the decent form. So, we came in and did that, got 350, 351. That's basically my training max with this bar. It doesn't matter that I can do 535 with one of the other bars. This bar has a different camber, a different center of gravity, different moment arms. Okay. But I did my squats here with this, and they lit my quads up. Now, did my quads hurt as bad as doing this with the cambered bar the other day? No, because that's a lot more weight. But it still hit my quads pretty dang hard. I'm feeling my quads are going to blow up. I also feel my quads on deadlifts now, of course. Which tells me I know my lats and upper back need more work for my deadlifts. I know my quads may actually be a little bit of a weak link. That shouldn't be possible, but I sure feel them lighting up. But, we're going to be doing more squatting, plenty of sled dragging. Oh, they'll grow. But there's going to be a lot of focus on my back, middle and upper back. But the deadlifts went decent today. And one of the things I noticed when I've been doing these triples, my first rep sucks. I've just got to get more practice pulling in. My first rep feels heavier than the second and the third. You guys will notice it on each set. And I've got to just get used to messing with the different stances I'm doing, get that deadlift back up. But a lot of it has to do with, I feel like, my back regressed. So I've got to get my lats and everything strong again. And my deadlift will shoot right back up. We'll be right back on track towards the goal in no time. Because fortunately, if my lats got weaker from not rowing or doing chins, that's easy to fix. I got muscle memory. Let's build them back up real quick. You guys notice that sticking point there. That sticking point where you see me slow is indicative of lats or quads, but it's usually lats. Now, my quads are always fatigued when I get to these, so they need to just get stronger. But at a meet, aren't we going to have to deal with that too? We're going to have to squat to a max before we pull in comp. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I pull fresh. Largely irrelevant. But for this, I went ahead and used my calibrated plates today. Because I just get tired of people talking about, oh, whatever, these plates weigh this was like, fine. I've got enough calibrated plates to do my rep work. I don't have enough to go all the way to maxes, but I have those training plates. So it's fine. I'll just do my rep work with calibrated. Did 505 for a 3x3. It wasn't bad. The first rep felt hard each time, though. So again, I've got to get practice with that first rep and getting tight. It's a tightness issue, and plus we store energy on the eccentrics of the other two. But they went good. I mean, good quality reps there. And it didn't just destroy me. It was fatiguing, 9 total reps with 505. I mean, it's going to be fatiguing. When you look at the percentages of my max, I mean, I understand there are guys out there who are stronger than me, and that's nothing. To me, it's relatively fatiguing, pretty hard, especially after doing that other work. Maybe fresh it wouldn't be. Then I did 3x3 with this, like whatever, 290, 291, whatever. I have it all written down below. You guys can check it out. But a 3x3 lit my upper back up. Lit my upper back up, and we need that. We need that upper back development. And again, it kind of comes over to that point of people will say, but Jason, your back is jacked. Yeah, my back is jacked. My back's not 700 deadlift jacked. It's not 600 plus raw squat jacked. It's not 400 bench jacked. See how that works? Doesn't matter that it's more jacked than 99% of people who lift. I'm not trying to be 99% of people. Right? And we got to put in the work. There's a lot of work that's got to be put in. Right? And that's what we're doing day in, day out. That's why I do these vlogs, and it's all put up here. So anyone who ever questions, oh, well, how did you get to this strength level, or how'd you do this, how'd you do that, how'd you get to that 625 deadlift you did a while back, how'd you get to whatever that 550 squat? It's going to be a 600 squat eventually. It's going to be a 700 deadlift eventually. Well, it's all been documented, guys. It's all here. You guys see the successes, the failures, the misreps, the mislifts. Everything is here. I mean, conditioning and stuff's not done in here. Oh, some of my band work and stuff's not done in here. My ab work. But who cares? The real training itself, the meat and potatoes, is all here. I document it for you guys. It's all there. So anyone who cares about the journey and wants to see how I got there, if they want to take the time, it's still going to be here. My lessons, my successes, my failures. And I'm the only person doing this. And that's what I would say to people. You know, people can say whatever they want about a lot of things I do, but I'm the only person doing this. Come on, I'm putting it all out there. I mean, and it's all there, guys. Hell, I'm barely covered. You can see every part of me, even though I'm not a physique guy. I don't care about physique. You know, someone asked me about that the other day. They're like, well, you're somewhat bodybuilding. I mean, you're shirtless. Like, no, dude, if I was a bodybuilder, I wouldn't have my shirt off in the off season. They're embarrassed. Like, why do you want to live that way? You should feel comfortable with your body year round, man. That's why most bodybuilders I know have all sorts of ED and everything else with women. They're insecure about their bodies. What a terrible lifestyle. But we did some rows, and I was torn today on what I was going to do for extra back. Let's just get into the extra rows. And I put 275 on the bar because my back felt strong. And, you know, I did 3 on the first couple, and then the last set, I'm like, you know, I feel like I got like at least another rep in the tank. So I ended up cranking out 5. It means I'm sandbagging on these to get these rows up. I need to get up to 315 for work sets, okay? I need my weighted chin-ups to be 100 pounds for work sets. I need my rows at 315 for work sets. I think when I get there, my back will be strong enough. Well, temporarily. It'll be strong enough to get to the next level. Then we gotta go up from there. And we did our reverse hypers with 500 pounds, 3 sets of 25. I'm not doing these on off days right now. I don't need them. Like, I don't feel like I need the extra restoration. I did tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of it. I've lived on this reverse hyper to the point to where I've done so much restoration work that for me 500 pounds is just high reps now. I can just train it like a main exercise. I train it like a main exercise. We'll just do it in the main workouts. 3 good sets twice a week, sometimes 4 or 5. All right, this is the only thing I'm doing for any sort of higher reps. But again, look at what all it works. Benefit to that. You know, and that's something else people were saying. I've actually had people who don't grasp it. Your work capacity seems down. You can only do this. It's like, no, it's not down. I'm still doing all my conditioning work. I still do GPP. It's down because I'm using heavier weight, okay? No, I can't lift 505 as many times as I can lift 400 or 315, right? Obviously. But, you know, we're just hitting effective reps. Everything other than, again, this rep work like this, everything is an effective rep that's hitting upper threshold fibers. Every rep I do is stimulating hypertrophy. When we're messing with other rep ranges, most of it's not giving you a training effect yet. That's the counter argument against some of that. Now people say, but it's better for overall conditioning and work capacity. It's true, it is, but I can do conditioning work for that, and I do. Okay? I'd rather do my conditioning work and just lift heavy. What I'm in the mood for, and I feel like it's going to work pretty well. I coach enough lifters, experiment with enough stuff. I have a real good idea of what to expect. And yeah, it's going to get me up to that next level. So we're just going to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep documenting it for you guys, keep hitting those weak points, keep maxing out on these different lifts, using those maxes to program off of, and just keep moving forward. So I hope this has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.